Have you ever stopped to consider the quiet ways your strength has inspired someone else's healing journey? If so, your guardian angels want to bring something to your awareness today about a certain someone who was affected by you. This person sees you in a different light, and it's driven them to believe that healing is possible because they've seen how you've carried your own pain with grace. The angels say, have you ever wondered who might be silently learning from the way you move through life? The moments you thought no one noticed, when you kept going despite the weight on your shoulders, when you showed up for others even when you were running on empty, those moments mattered more than you know. Sometimes the quietest acts of strength speak the loudest to someone who's struggling to find their own. You didn't need to announce your pain or your progress. You simply lived through it with honesty, and in doing so, you became someone's quiet anchor. It's easy to forget how powerful your example can be when you're just trying to get through the day. But someone has been watching, closely, gently, gathering courage from every time you chose kindness when it would have been easier to retreat. And while you may not think of yourself as inspirational, it takes a rare kind of bravery to live with your heart open after it's been hurt. That kind of courage leaves a trail others can follow, especially those who have forgotten that healing is even possible. Perhaps you didn't set you to change anyone, and you were simply doing your best to move forward, to heal in your own way. But someone's been watching the whole time. They've seen the way you've made peace with things you could have held on to. They've seen your sorrow, but also your light, and they're beginning to understand that both can exist at the same time. The more they've observed you, the more they've started to believe that healing is possible for them too. Because to them, your grace is not a mask, it's a proof of resilience. I repeat, they see you in a different light, and it's driven them to believe that healing is possible because they've seen how you've carried your own pain with grace. This isn't just admiration, it's transformation sparked by your courage to keep going, to keep softening even when life tries to harden you. Without realizing it, you've been a mirror to someone who desperately needed to see that survival doesn't have to mean becoming bitter. They may never fully tell you the impact you've had on them, but it's real. Once, they believed they were too broken, too lost too much, but you've shown them a different path simply by being yourself. There was a time when they didn't believe peace was something they could ever feel again. Their mind was filled with stories of failure, shame, and unworthiness, stories they told themselves over and over. But then they saw you. They saw someone who had every reason to give up, but didn't. Someone who felt the full weight of their emotions, yet still reached for light. That challenged everything they thought they knew about what it meant to live with pain. You didn't lecture or convince them. You just existed fully and truthfully, and that shifted something deep inside them. Maybe they noticed the way you smiled even when your eyes looked tired. Maybe they saw you offer comfort when you were the one in need of it. Whatever it was, it opened a door, and now they've begun to rethink what healing might look like. Not as some perfect ending, but as a journey of remembering how to be soft again, all because you showed them that it's possible. Your presence reminds them that pain doesn't have to define a life, and they've started to question the narratives they've told themselves for years. Because of you, they're beginning to wonder if maybe they're worthy of peace too, the kind that feels like morning light after a long night. From your perspective, you were just surviving and getting through the day. but to this person, you are a living example of what perseverance and strength look like. It's not about denial or armor, it's about openness. The ability to keep your heart tender, even after everything, has taught them that healing doesn't mean erasing the pain. It means holding it without letting it destroy you. Every time you choose gentleness over bitterness, they're taking notes, even if they don't say it aloud. And maybe part of them is still waiting for the right moment to thank you, though they may never find the words. Because how do you express gratitude for someone who helped you without even realizing it? How do you thank someone for being a silent reminder that life can still hold beauty, even after all the fractures? That's the kind of mark you've left on this person, quiet, steady, and profound. There's a kind of power in that, a power that doesn't demand recognition, but still changes everything. You didn't need to speak loudly or carry a perfect story. You just needed to be real. That authenticity, that grace in your becoming, gave someone the permission to try again. You taught them that healing isn't about being fearless, it's about continuing anyway, with trembling hands and a hopeful heart. And because of you, they've begun to believe that their softness isn't a flaw, it's a strength, one they're just beginning to rediscover thanks to your example. Your guardian angels want you to understand the ripple effect of your journey. You might never fully grasp the impact you've had just by existing as you are. But try to imagine, for a moment, what your story might look like through someone else's eyes. To them, you are proof that surviving doesn't mean becoming numb. That wounds don't have to turn into walls. And even when you feel like your progress is small or your healing is slow, to someone else, it looks like hope. It looks like proof that the road they're on isn't a dead end, that there's something on the other side worth reaching for. So take a breath and let this sink in. Your presence has already helped shape someone's future. The way you've carried your sorrow without letting it harden you, the way you've kept showing up for life even on the days it felt heavy, that energy doesn't go unnoticed. It travels, it stays, it becomes part of someone else's courage. Your light is not just your own. It's lighting the way forward for someone who's only just learning how to believe in tomorrow. The path you've walked on isn't just about you. It's also about those you unknowingly guide the way for. So even when it feels like your healing is slow or unseen, just know that it's working wonders beyond what you'll ever know. This concludes the message from your guardian angels. I want to end with a prayer for you. Lord, thank you for planting quiet strength in them that blossoms even in sorrow. Let their light continue to reach the hearts of those silently watching, reminding them that healing is real and hope is still possible. Fill them with renewed grace for the journey ahead, and bless every step they take with unseen impact. Remind them that their presence alone is a sacred gift. Amen. Take a moment to feel these words sink in. The light you carry is helping someone write their own healing journey. Type 600 to claim this message and the blessings inside for your own. Try and leave a positive comment for other viewers who might need a positivity boost in their day. The universe sees it as an act of kindness that fuels the cycle of good karma. You'll be spreading positivity and receiving the universe's blessings in return. Let's uplift each other and create waves of good energy together. I also want to pass on one more time-sensitive message from the angels to you, and you need to hear it today because this is extremely unusual. Someone or something seems to be trying to block you from receiving this urgent guidance. You've been missing countless signals that the universe is sending you. Luckily, those messages are still available to you. Please click the link in the description to find the messages that you missed. An important message is waiting for you in the next video. Will you hear it?